make a comment. Oh, on the other one. Okay. Welcome in. I'm Tanya from Vancouver Island. I'm going to be working with the blacks, whites, and golds. Few projects underway here, so we'll just sort of work through them all. And let me just... So the one thing that I need to pull up... So I also want to do these blacks and golds on a white egg as well today. I think that'll look pretty sharp. And then let me just, there I am. There we go. Welcome in. Sit back, relax, catch your calm. I'm going to be working on these black and white Easter eggs, Mandala style. This is dotting art. I'm from Vancouver Island. I'm Tanya. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. And where did that go? Okay. So that one I think I ran. This is my live show reminder. Get that one going. So I'm really excited to kind of layer these ones up. But I'm going to show you how you start a mandala first. No, actually, we're going to do the layering. Let's take this one. Look at this one. Does everybody see? The one color I don't think I have in my little kits yet is the black. But I just mixed it up. And where did I put it? This... Oh, it's, where is it? Let me just grab it. Here it is. So, welcome in. Do you guys want me to start a fresh one or start layering? I'm not too concerned either way. Oh, this sounds a little runny. This might be a little runny. Let's check it out. It sounds... Oh, that might actually be okay. Let's try it. Okay, so this has been sitting for a few days. Once you do your first layer of dots, they have to rest for about 24 hours. And these have been resting for a few days now. So I'm going to start dotting. I'm going to start with my center and work out so I don't smudge my work. So my first tool, these are DIY mandala stones. They sell these from number 1 to 28. I think there's a set from 1 to 14, but you want to get the set 1 to 28. So let's see. Oh yeah, that paint's nice. I want to center and zero it right in. Look at that. I love working with black. It's just, there's an air bubble inside here. anytime you work and put the the background on the foreground, you match your background to the dots, it just makes it pop. Looks good. I'm liking the black. What fun Easter eggs. Okay, let's put the Q-tips in the tray. What can you guys see here? Let's do that. I've got some of my tools over here. Q-tips, all my paints, some of my other projects we're gonna work on. What can you guys see? Oh, you can see some items here. Oops, that's looking really pretty. There's an air bubble though right on the end. Sometimes those are hard. I'm just gonna leave it because I will wreck the dot if I try too hard. Okay, that looks pretty fabulous, just that one dot. How do you like my sea urchins in the background? I might paint those a little later. I'm working on a couple sea urchin canvases right now and those 2 rocks. So let's find a baby tool. This one's it's got a little steely ball on the end rather than a flat tool. And I'm going to center it right in to the, just want to check something here. Hang on one second. Perfect. Okay. So I hope everyone can see. We're going to just center these black dots. Ooh, look at that. That one's not quite centered. I wasn't paying attention there. Let's take it off. Got some water just over here with some Dawn detergent. Just gonna dry that. Okay. I have to be careful how I do these tiny ones. So I do like your comments, and sometimes I can't see them right away because of the detail this takes focus. But I will eventually see them. So enjoy. So look, we have half of it done, and then the other half still needs to be done. Look at that texture and the depth the second. I've got some other golds mixed up. These are more of a bronzy gold. I actually have some golds. So this next layer is a golden bronze. I want to do some dots over that, but I'm going to save the black for the outer side. I'm going to use some of the other colors that I mixed today. Here's this one. Look at it. Let me get it out of the way and just give it a good mix. I think I'm gonna, it's like more gold. It's gonna go on the light bronze. This is like a metallic. Metallics are a bit of a pain to work with. And I've mixed some mediums in here already. It's gonna stay a little swirly. I've mixed it quite a bit. It's just the nature of that paint. So let me find the right tool. I think the same size one that I was using will be good for this. Let's see if these colors are lighter when you first apply when it's wet. These darken as they dry. So right now, you don't see a lot of contrast, but you will as this sets. Ooh, look at it, it's coming along. The pearl and metallic paints look nice as a top dot. Look at that. So you can see half of it's done. And let's run, these are the little small dotting tools that I have available in Marketplace. Today I'll run those ones for $15. The pink ones. So if anyone wants any of these tools, they're available in my Poshmark account and my Marketplace. So just check out the links. Look at these beautiful gold dots on top of the golden bronze. Okay, so that row's done. I've got some little keychains I'm gonna make in this black in this series, this color palette. So now we're using vanilla, I think, or not quite. We didn't use the stark white, the bright white. I wanted it to be warm because of the bronze and the gold is kind of warm. So that's what this is. So we're gonna layer, okay, that needs to be filled up. It's a little dry. Where's my vanilla? No, that's iridescent. This one looks like it's white. I might have a couple whites. Hang on. Where's the vanilla? Oh, here it is. That's the one. I want to do a project on one of these black eggs with all whites and iridescent white. Oh, this sounds really runny. Do I have another one somewhere? Let's see if this is the right color. No, it looks really white. Wow, I have to make sure these are all the same shades. Hang on, I can't reach over this. I know I have one made up somewhere. Here it is. Look at that big, beautiful center dot there. Okay. Let me just move this so I don't spray any on my art. Okay, that's enough. I'll set this upside down. Okay. Look at, I had my fingernails done and the lady used the same stylus, these little blue ones, to do these little dots. I never let them design my finger. It was kind of cute. She's like, "You want to design?" I always say no. And then I let them. I like it. And the tools she used were those small little ones that I have. This one's a neat set, $25. Okay. Let's move. Oh, I have all these whites over here now. So we're going to give this one a little stir. There's a lot of air bubbles in there. So I chose vanilla. So it's like a nice creamy French vanilla color. Okay, it's all mixed in with the other paint. I want quite a bit of paint on these, so I'm almost shoveling it on. Watch this. So let's do some topper dots. So these dots up near the top where I'm headed bled together. You can see they kind of are blobs, but I wasn't too worried about it because they were the base. I don't like it, but I know that all these dots, you won't see it, and especially when I do these symmetry dots on top, look at. And if it really, really bothers me, when this particular piece is finished, I can get a black felt and just draw over the line there where they're connected, rather than fighting with Q-tips and cleaning it up for 45 minutes to make it perfect. Now with the topper dots, it disguises the imperfections below, so you kind of learn when you need to spend the time to fix a mistake, or, you know, if your paint's too thin or thick. There's times where you need to fix items and correct them, and there's times where, like you see all these ones here, those ones are all bled together. These three are connected, those three are connected. But you can't tell now with the top dots, is my point that I'm trying to share. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Then we're going to get the black, and the black won't be centered. We're going to make the black looking into the center eye. These ones are all they're symmetrical. They're centered. That's the last one there. Let's put that one down. So we're going to get the black back in here. I'm going to need a bigger tool. That one's not going to cut it. Okay, so let's go for Where's one of my big balls? Ooh, I like this one. Look at these guys. So these ones, I also have a set of these in the tray somewhere. So if anyone wants a set, there's also these tools in the larger set. So if anyone wants to get a larger set, there's enough tools for you two to paint with someone else with the larger sets. That's what I'll run next. Do I have a larger set in the tray? Oh, these are the fine nail brushes. I'll run those. Okay. I might not have all the painting sets in the tray. You'll have to search art. Okay, let's load up a lot of paint here. See, I'm just like almost shoveling it on. That's not normally what you do for the lower dots. Uh-oh. That was way too much paint. I meant to like shovel it on, but this one is, I didn't realize there was that much paint on it. Let's get that off fast. So it's been dry for a few days underneath, so I'm not worried about it wrecking the art underneath. That's why you let your art set. If you were brushing your dots and this wasn't set and you were cleaning off this mistake, you would have ruined all the layers. There. So now I'm going to be a little more patient. Pay attention. That's exactly what I want. Look at that. So do you see? Now gravity's going to fight me, so I'm going to sit it upside down for a second. Do you see how these eyes are looking down into the center eye? I don't want them to drip, so I'm watching them. These will rest for 24 hours. I can't dot on them again. But there's a border we can kind of work on. It looks like there's some space there that needs to be painted. Let's sit this back in this little cup. What does it look like? I like it. That one looks really cool. So now what I want to do is work on my swooshes. You guys ready? Now I think this color might, I haven't introduced it. I want to use it today, but I think I might save this for the sea urchins. It looks very, like, see those ones in the background? You can see those sea urchins. That'll be a good tool for that one. I know what I want to do. Let's get the lightest gold and we'll do gradient golds. Okay, let's do our first swoosh. This might be a bit, let's see if this tool is the right size. Oh, this paint's a little thick. Oh, how are my dots? I think they're doing pretty good. That one doesn't look like it's behaving the best, but so this is too thick to use. So we do have this one mixed up as well. Let's put some more of that. That looks like the right color. Is that the right color? No. I don't think that's the right one. That looked like the darker one. And that's the real dark one. Where did we put it? Where are all my colors? It's kind of strange. That doesn't look like that color, does it? That looks like it's definitely this one. So let's mix that. Oh, maybe that one went right in the tub. Very odd, I can't find it. Oh, I know, I mixed the medium in it. I even wrote on here. Okay. This paint had almost run out, so instead of putting it in one of those, there we go. Let's put that over here so I don't lose that again. Okay. So let's go and thank you, you guys. Thank you. Now I'm going to do some swooshes, gradient color, lighter to darker, in golds and bronze. It's going to look like a feather effect. So let's try that. And we're going to start with the lighter. Then we're going to go darker. Let's see how this looks. So I have to decide if I want them to come down or up. I think I want them to come just slightly up, and I'm going to drag this just beside the other one. Now I have to remember it's all wet. So we're going to do this over here. And drag it down. Let's do that. Careful. It's a little slippery with the gloves with the painted egg. Now I can get a smaller tool and drag that down further, but this tool's too thick to do that. But I like that. This paint will set a little darker when it's dry than what it looks like right now. So lots of times, if you're unsure what the colors will look like, it's good to do a test rock or a test egg, whichever you just put it on a piece of paper, a few patterns. Let it dry. You can see which colors you like or which ones go in order by the way they look when they dry. There's an air bubble in that side. We'll pop that one in a second. So you're just laying your tool down, keeping it down, slowly following the line and lifting up as you get to the end. Just dragging your paint, really. I could go quicker, but I'm not, because then it doesn't give the paint a chance to slowly deliver off of the tool. If I went fast, it would almost be like, it would skip some spots, like a felt that's running out of ink. It works really good, and all of a sudden it skips. And ooh, look how that's transforming. You can see I still need to finish these guys. Ooh, one more of the light bronze. Looks kind of goldy. Okay, I'm going to set this down carefully. Come on. There you go. So we're going to let those dots set. It's wet from the center. We layered the black on the white, the gold on the bronze, the white on the bronze, the black on the white, and now we did the swooshes. Excuse me. Next, we're going to do some more swooshes, but I want those to set. If I rush it, I might smudge it, and that would be sad. So we're going to keep it in its little stand, and I'm going to move it away from me. Okay, oops, that was a nasty sound. So next I'm going to do how you start. So now I'm going to either start a white egg or a black egg. I kind of want to do the same colors. I think I'll continue with the black for right now. And I'll show you how you start a mandala. So you choose your size of your center dot. So I'm going to start with a big one this time, number 26. Number 28 is my largest tool, FYI. And let's just, where's the center here? Let's just eyeball the center. So that's how you start. Just get a dot somewhere. It doesn't even have to be centered. You could start at the bottom. We should do one on the bottom, and then I'll do an arced one. That actually will look really cool. Okay, hang on a second. I need to separate these. Okay. So there's a little air bubble in there. We're going to pop that out. And we are going to do a little different pattern. We're going to make an arced rainbow kind of pattern on the white egg. And I'm going to use the same bronze, golds, and blacks, just sort of reverse the colors. I think the eggs will look nice having some white and black base with the same colors. Okay. So now that we have your first dot, you're going to get a stylus that's sort of like a size 3 if you have numbered ones. my number 3 is broken. I'm gonna have to order some new tools. But I have some of these ones over here. So this is the size of number 3. So let's, after you get your center dot, to get your anchor point, you do a north, south, east, and west. This is if you don't have a stencil. North, south, east, and west. Now you just try and center in between the dots that you've created. We have one more over here. And we're going to do that one more time. We're going to center those dots. Try and space them the same. Hang on one second, let me check. I'll see you later. Love you too. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, mark. Okay. Where are we? So we're finishing these dots right in the center. These colors look fabulous. Let's do one more row. So I'm using these 2 dots as a guide, and I'm almost making an imaginary triangle. And I'm going to do that all the way around. Oh, that one was a little big. And we have a couple more. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to add a little more paint to a couple more of these. They can hold some more, and it'll be nice and textured, as you can see. Look at the paint, it's just jumping off. Okay. Where's a little stand for this one? Oh, there it is. So now that we have that color done, why don't we start the white egg and do like a rainbow style arcing. And let's put this one just, these ones are dry. I just thought they'd look good there. I've got a birdhouse I want to paint in that color. I might start that today. Okay. So look at this. Let's do a black dot to start. This one I'm going to do a new pattern. We're going to start this dot right here. Oopsies. Let's just make sure we have enough paint on that. Ooh, look it. Don't fall in there. How fabulous is that? Oops, I just dropped that on my apron. So a couple tips. Wear gloves. Even though it's acrylic paint, it washes off, but you'll scrub your hands to the point they get raw, getting the paint off. You have to have Q-tips nearby, the cleanup crew. Some kind of paper towel, a little bit of water for your tools. I soak mine. I've got a little tray that I'll lay them in when I'm finished and then pull them out. That's on like a tablecloth thing, so it's just easier to keep them clean that way. Okay. So next we're gonna do, I'm gonna start with the lightest bronze, the one that we have. Where did the lightest bronze go? There it is. And we're going to use like the size of that number 3 tool that we had. I'm going to start right in the center, so let me just look. The center looks like it should be right there. So I'm going to reload my tool 3 times. Now the 4th time, I'm going to walk the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 4 dips and then walked it. So we go 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to walk it. And then I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So do you see those? Ooh, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? So we're going to do that with another size tool. And we're going to, where's all my colors? We have this color. We have vanilla, which will show up on the white egg. We could use it for layering. Where's the other colors? We do have some more, I thought. Let's take a look. Oh, we have this one. Okay. We are going to use this color next. It's like feels like a mustardy cappuccino color. I'm really loving this color with the black. So we'll do the same. We're going to find the center point, which, where was it? Right there. And we're going to try and make these all the same. And now we're going to walk the dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how it's, ooh, it's kind of really looking trippy. Really cool. Switch up on the patterns. Again, a little unorthodox. This one's gonna look 3D. Now let's use that gold. And we're gonna again find the center point. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to walk our dots 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get some more paint. just going to turn it this way for a second. Now we're going to walk our dot down. How fabulous is that? Next up, what are we going to run? Oh, the chili paprika. This one is absolutely stunning. That is a minimalist. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Oh, is the camera shaking? What's going on? What's going on YouTube? Is it not working? Is it working on YouTube? What is going on? Let me see. Oh yeah, there I am. Oh, that looks cool. Can you guys see it? Now we're going to use black. I wonder if I should use the vanilla. I'm kind of curious. This will dry darker. I want to see what the vanilla is going to look like on the white. Okay, I need a bigger tool, and I do like it. Let's get a bigger dotting tool. So do you see it's just a little size bigger? Yeah, I like this color because I'm going to do black next. It's just going to almost be a frame, the white, or the, sorry, vanilla. And this will darken as it dries, so it's not looking too drastically different than the white egg. But when this vanilla dries, it'll darken. Now we're going to walk the dots down. Don't like how that's sitting. Do you see that? Stunning. So we're going to move this over. This is looking very 3D, like, oh, there's a, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Now this last one, we're going to walk our tool down. This is called walking the dots. Look at that. What a trippy Easter egg. Okay, we're going to bring in black now. Okay. Hola. Welcome. Welcome to Vancouver Island, Canada. Okay, let's do the beautiful black. See if we have the right size tool. Oh my goodness, watch this. How cool is that? That one needs a little more. Now we're going to walk our dot. Carefully flip it around. So we've got the first one, so this would be our second. Third. Now the fourth one, we're going to walk. We don't reload, we're going to walk it down. I'm just going to get some more so I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks pretty good. So let's get a size bigger, which would be that one. And we're going to go to the lighter color. Let's see what happens, what this looks like. It's looking pretty beautiful. And now we're going to walk our tool down. There's a little air bubble in there. We're going to want to pop that. There we go. Okay. So we're going to continue that on this side. Need lots of paint because this is the bigger dot. Didn't quite load. Oops. I think I'm going to clean that up before I dot because I don't think my dot's going to be quite that big. That one's okay. We're covering it. There we go. Let's do this one. And now we're going to walk the dots down. There's a little bit too much paint here. So let's get this slightly darker kind of mocha color. I don't want gravity to ruin my dots. See if we can do one more row. We're going to get a bigger tool. Here's a nice one. See how this looks. Whoa, that was a lot of paint. Okay, now we're going to walk our tool down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to turn this around. Use the same color and size of tool and repeat. So that would be the second, third, fourth, and then we're going to walk our tool down. Pretty trippy. I like it. I think we should do one more row of vanilla Might need a bigger. I like to hold it. This tool is not big enough. So I'm going to do, our center dot's starting to drip. Look at the paint's already coming back at us. That's good. We need to get a bigger tool. Oh, this looks like a nice yogurt. Okay, let's turn this way. We're handling quite a bit of paint now on the edges of the tool. The larger the dot, obviously the more paint you need to carry. So this is vanilla, and it's going to darken a little bit when it dries. Now we're going to walk our dots down. Oh, we're going to load it up again. This one looks, I think, very Chanel-like. I want to do some earrings like this. I have some painted in black here, base. Okay. So now we got to watch that center dot, that black one. It's very wet. This whole project is wet. I have to squeeze it so I don't drop it. And now we're going to walk our tool down. Look at that. Don't roll off. Okay, so next we're going to do a ring of black. We're going to watch all these dots, and then I'm going to have to let this one sit. We're going to flip the tool over. We're going to use the other side. This little custom frame is really a cute mandala. It should be sitting in a girl's room or on a desk. Okay, let's see how this works. We're going to go up a size in the tool. This one naturally delivers the paint off, and I want it to be just slightly bigger. Oh, look. Now remember, this one likes to drip, this black. So I might have to do this in sections because of the curvature. So yeah, we'll do these 3. Oh wow, it really wants to drip. Let's hold it like this so it gets a little bit of a skin, and then I'm just going to let it rest. And we will this light has a little bit of heat coming off it. I'm just going to sit it close to it so it gives it a bit of a skin. It wants to drip. Don't drop it. This one is just a little thin. I could thicken the paint up, but it'll thicken up as it sits out. I think that will rest. I think it'll set, but I'm not going to add the other dots right now because this paint needs to thicken. I know it'll drip, so there's no point. Just want to babysit those. They're kind of looking a bit goofy. They want to drip. That bottom one, look how thick it is. Pretty trippy. I could later go in and do these little tiny black dots going larger, smaller in. I might actually do that. That'll look really good. Okay, I think we're safe. I don't think it wants to trip. So what are we gonna do? Which one do I want to work on? Let's bring this one back in. So let's layer up this one. Let's put this one off to the side. That one we will run for... Okay. Let's do a black dot in the center on this one. Oops. There we go. Okay, now we've got that nice center dot on there. Looks a little wonky. Doesn't look centered. See what I mean? Sometimes you can fix it just by swirling it. Let's see if I can. Or other thing is just do another dot with a slightly bigger tool and see if it resets the dot. It's this side that's, yeah, no, it's not working. Let's get it off. So sometimes this happens. So I'm gonna carefully wipe it off. We have the cleanup crew handy. Let's get all of that black off. Okay, that stained quickly, but we got it all off. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's go 1, 2, 3, right in the center. Let me look at this here. There we go. That one I can sleep with at night. You like it? It's a good center dot. Look at how pretty that second dot looks. So next we're going to add some vanilla right around the ring. I have 2 more to do in the vanilla. Then the next row is like a bronze, a goldy bronze. So let's do black on the goldy bronze. And it'll just make the bronze pop. Look at that. Whoa, let's move it around. So welcome in. Thanks for watching. Hope you find this nice and relaxing. This art form was created by the Buddhas. So the next row of circles is a white, it's a vanilla. That's what it dries like. I was seeing how it changes when it dries. All the colors, they darken slightly. So now we're going to put that beautiful gold that's not on this project yet. I just introduced this one today. It's like a metallic gold. We're going to add, I'm going to pour some in here. There we go. Keep the lid on this stuff so it stays nice. Okay. Let's find a larger tool. There we go. So this one has, well, this one's a nice set. Let's do this set for $32. It's got all the tools in it. So this is going to be centered right on the white. This one is the first time we're adding this metallic gold to the project. Oh, look how pretty it looks. So we've got 1, 2, 3 more to do. Then on that bronze, that's a bronze gold on the edge, we're going to put black, but we're not going to center those eyes. The black is going to look like a pupil looking into the center of the project. So let's get the black back. Now we need to get a bigger tool. That one's too small. I want to get a flat tool for this next section. Let's see. I like this size, number 9. Let's see how it looks. So now I'm going to have it looking in at the center eye. Do you see that? It's not centered. It's looking down at the center project eye. Look at this. Looks like an Egyptian egg. And let's continue. Look at the difference that makes. Can you guys see? Look at that. So this one, what do I want to do? Where's that? That gold's pretty sensational. So let's do a little trim, a little border in this gold. So watch this. We're going to use tool number 4. And we're going to do a dot. The second dot, I'm going to keep my tool down and drag it alongside of these white dots. Can you see that? Now let's do that exact same swoosh. It's like a Nike swoosh on the other side. I could go a lot quicker, but the paint doesn't get a chance to drip off the tool, and it would skip like a pen running out of ink. Look at that border. So you can see this side doesn't have it, and this side has that beautiful gold border. Let's make sure we don't touch the other side. I mean, the side that's wet is what I'm referring to. So I see a couple air bubbles here. Sometimes you can tap them and pop them. It's a little more paint. Look how pretty that looks. Normally metallic paints are really challenging to work with, but I mixed it with an acrylic medium and it changes the texture and it's smoother, it flows better, it creates a more behaved, oops, this one I got the wrong angle here. Let's correct that last one. So if you do a screw up like that, you just go back to the top and just sort of manipulate it. Look at that. Can you see that? It's pretty good. Okay. So let's pop this one off to the side. Let's look at working on this one. Same colors. Look at that. I love the black and gold. Actually, something I want to start, oops. Where's the fine tool? There it is. So where's the center? So to get my anchor point, you do your center dot, you do a north, south, east, west. Now you place a dot in between those two dots all the way around. This is going to be a keychain. It's going to have a chain and a tassel. There you go. And now we're going to carefully put a micro dot right in between those two dots. If you can see. It's going to be a micro tiny mandala on. This is a little wooden keychain or wooden disc. Looks like there's a little air bubble in the center. So we have 2 more micro dots to do to finish this ring. And one last one. So now we're going to do this pattern again. We're going to skip a dot. And now we're going to fill it in. So we've got okay. So next, look how tiny those. So I'm going to go to we're going to use vanilla next. We're going to still use the micro tool. Go all the way around. And now we're going to do that again. I want to do an acrylic paint pour, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that today or not. Last little micro white dot. Actually, we're going to do 2 rows of these too. Look at this little tiny mandala. Now let's pick we've already used the gold. Let's use the light color. We're going to use number 4. We're going to go you want it really close but not to touch. Okay, ooh, that looks very good. I love it. Okay. So now we're going to we're gonna let that one set. Isn't that sweet? It's gonna be a little keychain. Let's just make sure the little hole's not covered up. No. Okay. Let's pop this over here. So we used Mila's getting a little thick. Thickens up quick. What time is it? Oh, it's already 1. So 1 hour and 20 minutes, I guess I've been painting. Okay, these are not making good circles. There we go. So I'm using, this is vanilla, the color. So it's a nice warm white. It's more of a vanilla, French vanilla. Creamy kind of. It's got some depth to it. It's not so bright as it is warm. I really like that. So next I kind of want to do a little pattern, and I want to use it with this gold. Kind of want to do these little hearts. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do 2 big circles together. Hang on. So we're using number 5 for those. And then look. It's got a heart, so let's see if I can, oh, I might have to miss a spot. Let's miss a spot because we put that right above. let's create some hearts. So you're going to do 2 dots side by side, and then you're going to get a fine tooth stylus, and you're just going to drag that down into a V, and look, fill it in. And you got yourself a little heart. So let's try that again. Just load up your tool, 2 side dots. Now you just drag your tool into a V, fill it in, a little air bubble there, and you got another dot or heart. Oh, I just about slid my hand across it. Very close to wrecking it. Let's do another heart right over here. And we will bring our tool right into the center. And just connect your heart. There we go. We've got some splatters there. I'll get those later. And then just fill it in. So that's how you do a heart. So how much more we've got? How many more do we have? So you just want to load up 2 dots side by side. And then you use your stylus, which is a fine pointed tool, and you just drag your 2 dots together, and you have a heart. Let's do those 2 dots and these 2 dots since they're our last 2. There. We'll pull these ones in into a little V and fill it in. And you have a heart. This one as well, we'll fill it in, drag it to a V. And fill it in. And look it's surrounded with hearts. I got some bronze all over my hands. And the art. Okay, I think I got all the, can you see all the little hearts now? Okay. That one looks cute. Okay, so while we have this one out, And one last white dot there. Okay, let's thin this paint out. It's just a tad thick. I have some acrylic paint medium here. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. Uh-oh, there was something in there. Careful. Okay. So this is called walking the dots. Ooh. Hello. Hello, welcome in. I'm Tanya from Vancouver Island. I'm walking some dots. Kind of a fun twist with the hearts thrown in on the Easter egg. Let's get a little more paint and we're going to walk the dots. one more to do. Look at that. Where's my paper towel? I'm using acrylic paints. I've mixed in acrylic paint medium. I have a YouTube video about all my mixed mediums. So these are already pre-mixed for the show. Now we're going to kind of do gradient coloring. And so I'm going to walk the dots. Look at that. See how thick? That's how they look thick and they're not flattening, is because I pre-mixed them. Now we're going to walk our dots. I think I want one more there. We're going to carefully do that on this side. And now we're going to walk our dots. And we're going to walk it down. We're going to do that same pattern over here. And we're going to walk our dots. How many more do I have? One more. Oh, I had too much paint there. And walking some more dots. This one's kind of a cool pattern. This is the first level. It'll dry for 24 hours, and then we will layer some more dots on top. So that one's the first layer. Let's show you one that it needs its second layer. So this one's already painted. So this one needs a second layer. Let's grab the black. And so you want this dead centered. And you just center it and dot it. Put a little bit more. Being the center, I want it to have nice texture. And there you go. I need some more paper towel. Oh, there's some. Okay. What's going on with that center dot? Doesn't really look proper. Some air bubbles were underneath. So let's just swirl this around. So now we're going to do our second row of dots. Oh, I see a little fluff. Do 3 more of the black to complete the first ring of dots. Now we're going to add a little more paint to the tool because it's a bigger dot. Can hold more paint. Now let's walk some dots. Last one. Can you see those? Let's do that over here. Almost looks like a spider. Okay, let's go walk in the dots. Walk in the dots. So now we're not going to reload. We're going to walk our tool down so these dots slowly and gradually get tinier. Gotta be careful how I hang on to this one. Let's do the same pattern on this side. Walk the dots down. And walk the dots down. Last one on this side. We'll let this one rest and walk the dots down. Look at that one. Uh-oh, don't fall off. Okay. So I've been working on quite a few of those. Let's move these ones away. You know what I want to work on next? We're going to do one of the Easter eggs. I want to work on a traditional one now. And there's a birdhouse I want to paint in these colors. I want to start it. So let's move these guys out of the way. Ooh, look how pretty that one is. Okay. So we've got a few different versions of these eggs I've been working on over the last couple weeks. This one's looking really pretty. So it needs a second coat. So this one we're using colors. Let's just, let me get underneath here. What do I want? Oopsies. Okay, we're definitely putting this green next. And then let's pull out okay. So now we're going to use some traditional colors here. The one that's going to make this pop. What is all over here? Okay, this one, we're going to do green. Oops. Green, it's a little thick. Let's thin it. I think what I want to do is have a little cloth for that to sit on. I'll probably just hold it anyways, but see, that's way better consistency now. I've been using the darks and the mochas. Okay, I like that. So now we have to find the right size tool to do a center dot in the green. Oops, I'm getting green all over me. This is going to start to look really neat once we get the second layer on. Let's pick a size. This one looks good, number 20. And a 0, I want it centered. Oops, my hand just slipped. That was no good. So let's take that one off. Right at the last second, my hand just slipped. Good thing it did it before I had any art on here that's wet. This is from yesterday. There. Okay, let's try that dot again. So we're going to center it right on that. Try not to slip. There we go. Look at that. There. Now it's even all the way around. I think I'm better off to lay it on a one of these. Let's fold this in half. Maybe I should go like, hang on 1 second. There. Now it won't roll away on us. So let's smooth that center dot out because I want it to be a nice bed for future dots. So what we're going to do, get any air bubbles out if you can. Looks like there's a chunk of something in the paint. Where's my tweezers? Are they in here? I think they're in the sink. Okay, I need to get my tweezers. Can you see that? I can see that there. There we go. That's going to settle down nicely for us. So you can see the purple still underneath. It's important for the art to look dazzling. Okay, next up. Let's find a nice fine tip tool and we're going to grab the white. That one's really sticky. And now I'm going to layer a little micro dot right on the purple. I have a really cool metallic iridescent. It's almost like a pearl purple white. I think I might want to put this on this one now. Well, maybe put it on top of that deep green. I think that'll look good. So we're going to put these little white dots on the light mauve. Then the next ring is like a seafoam green, which needs purple. What time is it? Can paint for another 15 minutes. And I have to get some stuff done. It's only 1:43 on the West Coast. So I still have a little bit of the afternoon left. So I've got some items I need to do. Or things I need to do. So the next one, we're going to get our nice dark teal, which is handy right here. And we're going to lay it on this pearl seafoam. Can you see that? We have 2 more to do. The dark teal over the seafoam. Now, what color are we going to use? Let's do the light blue on top of this lighter green. I'm going to go up a size in tools. So you want the little bit of green to show through. Where am I? Okay, now we're going to get that. I want to try that metallic-y purple color. So I'm going to put that on top of this green. See this? I think it'll look really cool. Let's get a bigger size tool. Use number 4. And we're going to center this. Oh, look. That looks pretty cool. Now it should darken slightly when it's dry, so I'll be curious to see what that looks like. You can see the green underneath it, framing this new, they look like beautiful pearls. And then on top of the dark teal, we're going to use one of the lightest greens, which is the seafoam green, or the seafoam pearl. It's like a really pearl soft mint green. I don't think I took it out. That one's still right here. There's 2 rows of this one. Oh, what a pretty color. They look like little sea pearls. And there's just a few air bubbles in here. Oh, I like the contrast of this light green on the dark teal. This light green will darken as it dries. Air bubble. Look how thick that is. So this is only the second layer. Sometimes I can put as many as 7 layers, but you do have to wait 24 hours between your dotting. The layers have to dry. And it's quite thick. Oops, that's a big one. Didn't want it that big, but I'm going to leave it there. So we're going to do this on the second ring. Oh, that one might want to drip. This one's looking really sharp. Spin it around. how cool that looks. Okay, so I've got a little baby egg here. Let's get that dark teal back in here. On the center, we're going to start. We want it dead center. Just like that. It's perfect. So now we're layering. We want to smooth this out to help it be nice and flat. A good bed for the next dot tomorrow. Oh, that looks really cool. So I found all these eggs at the dollar store. So the large ones I've been really enjoying painting, but I bought some small ones too. These are the regular size eggs. Look how pretty that looks. Uh-oh, that one had a hunk of junk on the end, of course, right? The last one. So let's clean that off. I don't like this last dot. It was too big. There we go. Where did I put the tool that I was working with? Can't remember. Look at those dots. Now we're going to do a ring of dots right around the center here. Just to dress up the center eye. And we can do 2 more. That looks so cute. Now these ones will also go on the outside, looking in. Oops, so I didn't center. Oh, I just about knocked that one over. Okay, now let's get the blue. This light blue will keep it nice and calm. Uh-oh, I got a bunch of green on my hand. So let's do this beautiful, calm blue on the white. Oh, shit. Look at that one smudged. Just kind of let it go for a split second. So, the ones that I smudged, let's just get them off real quick. And the center one, I might as well take it off. Oh no. I just touched this one trying to clean that one. So unfortunately, this one just rolled into my palm of my hand. It's easier just to wash off all the art that I did just straight now than it is to clean it out. There. So at that point, it was just easier to wipe off what I did than it was to try and clean that up. So let's get the center dot done again. And I had that one done like that. So we'll help level it off, because we want it ready for some future dots. We want to get any air bubbles out. And we're going to do a micro dot all the way around. Look how tiny these dots are. That's a cute little egg. Let's bring the purple in. We'll put the purple on top of the light mauve. Look how pretty this is. Okay, let's grab the dark green. These eyes are going to look into the center eye. Ooh, look at that. It looks so delicate. So I might finish those sea urchins in the background later tonight. So make sure you guys are following my lives so you can be caught up when I'm popping in and out doing a painting show. So those are so stunning. And then you can see the sea urchins in the back. This one still needs to be finished. It's just almost got its first layer, all in pastels. And this one, look at this guy. This one's getting its third layer tonight. Look at that sea urchin. You can feel it and see the texture. It's a nice rock. I have a rock group called Rock on Nanaimo, so I'll paint a lot of these and hide them around. My rocks are in Canada, United States, they're in Portugal and Mexico, so they're all over the world. So make sure you're following Rock on Nanaimo. You should check out my Facebook group. It's called Rock on Nanaimo, where I spread kindness with small acts of art. So that's what I'm going to start now, one of my rocks. We're going to let this one sit off to the side. Let's just get it away before I wreck it. So I had a couple rocks here. I'll show you what I want to do. Let's move this guy out of the way. Okay. So this is going to be kind of fun. I brought some pens. Where did they go? So these are acrylic paint pens. I'm going to make a couple quick rocks here, or start them. So we're going to start with the light color. Oh, that's this one. Oh, this one has a pump. I'll have to figure out how to use that one. But then we've got the dark green. There we go. That's one. This one we're gonna bring the dark done. Look how pretty that looks. It looks like a little spring rock. Okay, let's do something similar to this one. Let's bring this down towards me. Do not roll. There we go. Okay, let's smooth these around. Now let's drag them and connect it to the flower. And we'll okay, let's do let's get this tool and drag them and connect them. Where are my little paint brushes? These will be pretty rocks. These ones I'm leaving for someone to find, like a little treasure hunt. Kind of want them to look nice and fresh and like spring. Wouldn't this be a fun little surprise to stumble across? I'm going to add a few more layers tomorrow. Then we will glaze these with a indoor-outdoor clear glossy glaze so it protects the art. Be nice and shiny for many, many, many years. Put a few little staggered dots on the top. There we go. I think that's good. Thank you. Welcome in. Thanks for watching. These are just fun little rocks I'm painting for my Rock On Nanaimo. I like to... Okay. Well, I have to cook dinner. Well, I still have to go shopping for it. And I'm going to a friend's cooking for them tonight. So ouch, I just hit my head on the counter. So I can't play anymore. So follow me for when we finish making all these beautiful creations. Thanks a lot for watching. And I'm going to